We're back with the badass female samurai. Hey everyone, welcome to Princess of Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with episode 2 of Blue Eye Samurai. So, we did a first impression to this almost exactly a year ago. It was November 28th, 2023 when we did a first impression showdown of this with a couple other shows, which is actually surprising to me. I didn't realize it'd been that long. But ever since, this has been a show that one or two people have been waiting for specifically, and I've been wanting to get back to, just hadn't gotten the chance until now. But we're back with it, we're checking it out, and I'm very interested to see what happens, because we have our main character Mizu, who is a female swordswoman, but for most of the first episode, we're not supposed to know that, but it's so blatantly obvious, because there's this reveal at the end where the cute chubby dude, I don't remember his name or exactly what his occupation was. I think he was a dishwasher or something. But the cute chubby dude, he ends up discovering her bathing and everything. And if I remember right, yeah, full-blown nudity, by the way. Warning you ahead of time if that's an issue for you. But yeah, the series focuses on seemingly a lot of, stuff involving, trading people and political structures and everything. And it was good. It was a really good first episode that obviously made me want to do more. I just hadn't, again, gotten around to it since. But we're here now, and yeah, I don't remember everything. I didn't get a chance to, I glanced over the first episode synopsis again. I didn't get a chance to watch the episode again. Hopefully we'll be right back into it. Maybe it'll give a recap. I should be fine. Most of the time when I do a do a first impression or something and then come back to the series much later on, I usually get back into the swing of things pretty easy. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited, though. We're not going to waste any more time because this is 45 minutes long, approximately. So let's get into this and see what this episode has in store for us. Cutting in here real quick to remind you of all the awesome content we have on the channel. Between Monday and Friday, we have a plethora of awesome series reactions with 2 on Wednesday. We also have movie reactions every Saturday and Sunday. I do pre-record them during the week, but upload them on the weekend. And don't forget about the gaming stuff on the Princess of Gaming channel. We have Baldur's Gate 3 every single day, Horizon Forbidden West every Monday and Friday. Tuesdays and Thursdays is Life is Strange Double Exposure. Wednesdays and Sundays is Beyond Two Souls. And Saturdays we have Nier Automata. Don't forget to click the link in the description to get to today's video. I do redirect everything just due to copyright reasons. And please, subscribe to the channel and like this video if you want to see more awesome content such as this. But thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. Let's get to today's reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So it just showed it at the very end there, when I was cutting it off, when I was saying, okay, I'll see you back at the redirect. But it showed, the extended cast and everything, and it showed that Chiaki, Blood-Soaked Chiaki there, was voiced by Mark Dacascos. Which is really funny, because he was just in an episode of Lucifer Season 2 that I reacted to last week. So it's just that is really fun timing. To get back to this, at this moment, where I just saw him in another show. If you don't know, Mark Dacascos is an actor, martial artist, everything, who is probably most well known for being the chairman in Iron Chef America. You remember that old Food Network competition series, Iron Chef America? He was the chairman, the really energetic guy who introduced all the secret ingredients and all, and would say, allez cuisine. He would yell that out at the beginning of each battle. If you haven't seen Iron Chef America, there is a more modern version of it on Netflix. Um, that's like a more recent version, so it has more modern big names in cooking and whatnot. But he is back for that. So if you haven't seen that, you can go check that out on Netflix, where this series is anyway. um, so the first episode did have Mizu nude at the end, but wow, this episode had a lot of nudity. Um, Much more than I was expecting. And a full blown sex scene showing Akemi riding that dick for like 10 seconds. God, that guy did not last. Um, that's pretty that's pretty sad, but I mean, honestly, she's very pretty, so the story as well probably got him off pretty well on top of that. So I mean, fair enough, I guess. I don't know if I would last that long with her. Um, but anyway, yeah, I I don't know. I don't remember honestly how much I talked about this in the first one. But it's like more apparent to me now anyway. But like as of right now, like I think there's 6 or 8 episodes of this. But as of right now, Ringo is my favorite character. Like he is just so fucking adorable. He is the cutest fucking thing in the world. Like I want to hug him. I want to hug and cuddle with him. He is so goddamn cute. And I'm not just talking about like physically cute, though he is physically cute. I do genuinely think he is attractive. But his personality is so lovable, and I just feel like he gives really good hugs. You know, I just feel like he has like the warmest, most genuinely loving hugs. I mean, not to mention, even though he had, some uh, humility thrown at him in this episode, he does still make a mean bowl of noodles, right? So that's a way to my heart for sure. Also, we got to see his dick. But we got to see like everyone's dick in this episode. Everyone's dick, everyone's tits, the entire village just stripped down. And it's like, oh, listen, you do you, but I am not jumping into freezing cold water in the middle of winter, butt fucking naked, to get some fucking sticks. Fuck that shit. Like, I don't like the cold. I don't like the winter as is. I don't like snow. I don't like ice. Jumping into freezing cold water like that, like, I have a sensitive body. I would probably be sent into shock to a point where I would not be like physically okay. And I mean, like I said in the reaction, there are people who actually do this, and there are people who stand by like even just cold showers being like super healthy for you, and it like reinvigorates your muscles and whatnot, things like that. And it's like, sure, I get what you're saying. It would be so fucking uncomfortable for me though. When I'm taking a shower, I don't even like it too hot. I like it to be like nice and warm to where it's comforting. It feels like it's soothing me. That's what I want from a shower. That's what I want, like, from that kind of thing in general. Like, obviously, if you're, like, in the middle of summer and it's super fucking hot, like, yeah, a cool dip in the water would be very satisfying. But in the middle of fucking winter, it's like, my God. Like, my body, it would probably tense up so much I would drown just from that. I could never. But Ringo got the sticks, and his wish is to find something that he is genuinely good at, something that he can be proud of. Because he's always been proud of his noodles, but here he found two different people who are better than him. And he's getting really down in the dumps about it, like going into like thinking he's not good at all because of it, which is, by the way, bullshit. Just because there's someone better than you does not mean you're not good. It just means there's someone who's a little better. And you should learn from them and improve on your own. In whatever that might be, whether it be noodles, whether it be crochet work, whether it be art. It's like, don't use someone else's skill to put yourself down. You're better than that. You deserve better than that. And I'm talking to you guys too. Never do that. And I mean, I know to a degree I can be a little hypocritical with that because I have done that myself. Like with my art, for example, I don't consider myself an artist, but I occasionally do like character art for different shows. I recently did a piece of Brooklyn from Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Um, and I would not call myself the best, but I have improved. But there's a lot of times where I will like get down because I see other people who are better at it. And that just happens. It is realistic to have those doubts, but you got to pick yourself up afterwards. I do have those doubts. I do like question it for myself. But I always pick myself back up and always encourage myself to do more, even if it takes some time. Prior to the piece on Brooklyn, I hadn't done any art since January. The last piece I did was Loot from Has Been Hotel, back when that was airing. And even before then, it was like a year or just over since I had done anything prior to that. And a lot of times that's been because of my self-doubt. But I still came back and I still did it. And honestly, I think I did really well. I think my Art of Brooklyn looks really good. And continuing to encourage myself to try again and to do that is the reason why. I can only improve. I can't get worse. And the same goes for all of you. Now, I liked getting to see more of the backstory in this and getting to see this blood-soaked Chiaki guy. I like how at first he's kind of shown to be like humble and everything, but then you see when he's training with Mizu and everything, he's a very like horrible asshole to her, like needlessly. At first you think he's kind of like, oh, he's kind of laughing and everything because he's like just finding it maybe charming or all, but then no, he's just a fucking asshole. And so his death at the end is very satisfying. Also, I really should have put together that was him sooner. I really should have. I think she knew for like since she saw him, and he knew who she was right from the start, like when he got the job and all. But it's just it's wild to me. And my dude at the end clearly isn't going to kill her because he's all about honor, and he's not going to kill her while she's down because that wouldn't do anything. That wouldn't restore his honor. So he's probably going to help her, honestly. I think we could have a redemption arc for him because he was kind of a dickbag in the first episode, but I think we might have a redemption arc. And maybe he'll become someone worthy of Akemi by the end. And speaking of, Akemi is just running the fuck away. because her father is trying to force her into a marriage with the son of a lord who wants her teeth painted black for some fucking reason. I think it's creepy as fuck, but it's a thing. And she's like really fucking grossed out and terrified of this dude because he's, just a bad person. So she's like, I'm out of here. I'm running away. I'm going to do my own shit. Because I'm Brenda Song and I'm a badass. Listen, I grew up with Brenda Song. Like, she was part of my childhood. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior. And she's even been, like, in my adulthood, too. Like, Amphibia, like, was huge. And she was great in that. And even the video game The Quarry. She was fantastic in that. So it's like, I love getting to see her in more things again. And even if it's just another voice acting role, it's like, she's a good voice actor, too. It's like, it's really cool. It's really cool. And I'm just like really, really excited for more of her character because I really like Akemi as well. Akemi basically has this almost rebellious fuck the patriarchy like idea to her, where it's like she's kind of set up and destined for this specific lifestyle based on her birth and who her father is and everything. But she's choosing to go down her own path and make her own choices, make her own decisions in her life by her own hand, because no one can decide what's better for her than herself. And I love characters like that. So I'm like very excited for her character. And the fact that Seki is like so lovely and willing to help her, it's like, I love that. That's great. That's absolutely wonderful. That he's running away with her to help protect her and be there with her and just, side with her. Because he cares about her and he actually, takes her opinion and view into account. Then you also have this mysterious painter guy who I don't think was in the first episode. Who doesn't want to be a painter. He got really good at painting because he's like not doing anything else and he thinks that's a shame. They're definitely setting shit up with him. They're definitely setting shit up with him. And like outside of just the nudity, this episode also had a lot of like gore and blood in it. As another way of reminding you that this is a very adult series. I mean, the nudity does really well at that, because obvious reasons. But if that wasn't enough, it's like, oh yeah, this person is sliced in fucking half. This dude gets his arms sliced off. She throws a sword behind her and impales Chiaki. It's like, oh. Okay. That's cool. It's like I've seen some pretty bloody and gory series and stuff, and obviously plenty of movies and whatnot. And this isn't by far any means the most blood or gore I've seen in a show. Have you seen Blood Sea? The show is literally called Blood Sea. There's a lot more blood and gore in that, and honestly, it's just more horrific. Having flashbacks to that shit, not fun. That's a series that goes a little too far with it. It goes a little too far trying to shock the viewers, and it works too well. It's uncomfortable levels of gore. It honestly is. It's actually one of those few occasions where it makes me uncomfortable. This series is not on that level. This series is like, okay, it surprises me, but you know, it's reasonable still. But yeah, it's like this was a really good episode. Like I liked the lore and backstory stuff. I liked the modern character stuff. Like even outside of just the humor of it and everything, I like that this village has like a festival, a celebration like this that they can just get this excited about. It seems silly, it seems ridiculous to us. Like this village just like stripping down and jumping into ice cold water to get some sticks for like a perceived wish. But to them, it's important. To them, it's part of their culture, part of their lifestyle. It's something they look forward to, like are actively excited about. You saw, like, when they started stripping, you saw how excited they were. You heard them cheering. You saw their big ass goofy grins. This is like, this is a big deal for them. And I think that's awesome. I love it when shows can, like, showcase this kind of stuff. Um, Again, more than just the nudity, I mean. I mean, like, these villages and these people groups having these kind of like cultural celebrations that just bring them such genuine joy and excitement. Like, I love that kind of shit because it feels very real, very genuine. And it's like people should get excited over things that make them happy or give them hope because that's the kind of stuff that should matter in your life. Like people always put this like grand importance on things that like society tells you to do. You know, get a job, have a family, do everything by the book. But I think the more important things in life are the things that you enjoy doing, the things that bring you happiness. And that could mean getting a job, having a family, doing things by the book. It absolutely could mean that. But it could also mean spending time alone, playing video games, reading a book, laying in the grass and just soaking up the sunlight. It could mean anything. As long as it means something to you, as long as it's important to you, that's what matters. And I encourage everyone to find stuff like that that brings them that much joy, that much excitement, that much just overall good vibes, and makes you want to keep on keeping on. Again, that's the stuff we should focus our lives on. Because for our mental health and even in some cases our physical health, it's what's best for us. And part of that for me is doing these reactions for you. So don't forget to like and subscribe. No, but in all seriousness, um, yeah, it's just this series is so good with its depictions of stuff like this. And while giving us extremely likable characters, like really badass action, phenomenal animation, and of course, like some just absolutely awestruck levels of talent in terms of voice acting. Like, you have fucking George Takei and Kari Hiroyuki Takawa in the same show. How is that possible? Like, I've seen both of them in multiple things. They are two such phenomenal talents. And you have both of them. And you have Brenda Song, who is such an underrated talent. Like, people like her, but people don't, like, acknowledge in my eyes just how good she is as an actress and a voice actress. And honestly, I think this is probably one of her more serious roles compared to other characters she's played. But her performance here is like just so gorgeous. like the way she enunciates certain words, the way she like the way she was telling that story during the sex scene. Like, I was mesmerized by her voice, by how well she was like presenting that, like while not being physically on screen. She just showed a remarkable level of talent there. And I just think I should have gotten back to this a lot sooner. And Venom, I know you will agree with that. Um, I'm very excited for where this is going to continue to go. I don't know if this is going to have a second season or not, but I can already tell I'm going to want it to. I am going to want it to. Tell me, though, in the comments, what did you think of episode 2 of Blue Eye Samurai? And thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.